put this together. And people didn't know I could spell in the first place, but I finally got it done with the help of the gentleman right there. His name is Buddy. His name is really Cyrus, but everybody calls him Buddy Calb. And finally got. I wouldn't say that this is an autobiography. I think it's more of a memoir. But I moved to Nashville from Atlanta in 1962 to take a job with Mercury Records and play on recording sessions. I'm a keyboard guy. And I played on a lot of sessions and met a lot of people and had a lot of experiences behind the scenes before I, was known as an artist, a singer. And I just kind of thought that at this point in my life, a book might, shed some light on how Nashville became Music City, USA, because when I moved there in '62, it was just Nashville, and a lot smaller and a lot easier to get around in, and it has truly become Music City, USA. People have moved to Nashville from LA and New York who are the other two music centers in this country. And they moved there simply because it's become almost unlivable in those two areas. Well, from my point of view, it has. Every time I go to LA, I always get stuck in a traffic jam on the freeways, and in New York, I get lost the minute I get off the plane. And I thought people might be interested to know, a few of the things that happened, went on in Nashville. And Nashville recently has been named the It City by the New York Times, and people are moving there in droves, and like I say, it's becoming crowded. I might have to move to Chattanooga to get away from it.
Yeah.
But,
We love to have you here. Wouldn't he be a great resident?
Oh, this is a beautiful city. I love all the homes up in the hills where the rocks are, and it's really pretty here. But like I say, the book is, it's not War and Peace, but some people might find it interesting. So I'm glad you folks turned out today, and it's great to be here. And I'll be here for as long as it takes to meet everybody and sign your book if you want, or take a picture, or whatever you want. So, and we're a little early.
I think they might want to. Anybody have a question?
Yeah, any questions? I'll be happy to.
You remember appearing here at the Coat of Arms around 1965 or 6 when you just had a hit like that A-Rap? Teenage Club on Brainerd Road. I saw you. You were still wearing those sharkskin suits with those peg legs.
Oh my God! Yeah, I used to conform to the style of the day, which was peg pants and all that stuff. I don't remember that particular engagement, but maybe we can get a psychiatrist put me under, a hypnotist. I would remember, I'm sure.
I got a question.
How did you come
When
up
is
with
Sitting
the
Up
idea
with the
for
Dead going to be available for karaoke? I've looked everywhere for that thing. I'm just kidding. You don't have to answer that.
I didn't hear you.
When is Sitting Up with the Dead going to be available for karaoke? I've looked everywhere for that song.
Well,
I'm just kidding. You don't have to answer that.
We might can make you a special version that would fill that bill.
All right.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the idea for the Mississippi Squirrel? I love it.
Well, I'm going to tell you, that was hard to write. He wrote it. I didn't write that one. I wrote a lot of them, but that was one of the ones that my friend Buddy wrote, and it was such a clever song, word-wise, that I couldn't resist it. And sure enough, people, it conjured up memories of all church-going people in the world, I'll tell you that.
I would just like to say happy birthday a few weeks ago.
Well, thank you. Yeah, my birthday was January 24th,
Yes.
and that's not far back.
So tell us about the real koi.
The what?
The real koi.
Well, a friend of mine, his name is Norris Wilson. Everybody calls him Nara, and he's a record producer and a songwriter in Nashville. And he's from Scottsville, Kentucky, and he had an uncle, Coy. And Coy was famous for lying And he said one day they were sitting on the front porch in Scottsville, and Coy came walking down a little country road. And they said, "Hey, Coy, come up here and tell us a lie and make us believe it." He said, "I can't, I ain't got time. Delmore just fell off his mowing machine up the road. I'm heading up there right now." Fell off his mowing machine dead. And when they said, well, they all said, "Oh my God," and they ran in the house and got their coats and maybe a pie or something like that, you know, and went up then. There was Coy on his mowing machine. Delmore on his mowing machine. Coy had lied to him and made him believe it again. And I always thought that the name Coy was a funny name, and so I picked that when I wrote the Shriners Convention to use in that song.
I've actually been photographed with that motorcycle that's at the Almena Temple
Yes.
in Nashville.
Yes.
So, are you a member of that temple? Are you a Shriner?
No, I'm not a Shriner, but I know a lot of Shriners.
Okay.
And I love those guys. I don't have time to really be a active Shriner, so I haven't bothered to try to get in. But I bought that motorcycle and used to ride it on stage, and especially in Branson, I was there for years. And you wouldn't have to carry it around with you on a bus or a plane. And when I got done with the motorcycle, I needed a place to store it. So I gave it to the Shrine Temple, and they've got it at the Almena Temple there.
Right, prominently right inside the front door. You cannot miss it before you walk into the Grand Hall.
Yeah, it's quite a motorcycle. Well, if nobody else has any questions, well, we can get started with.
Does anybody remember where they were in line to kind of queue back up?
This guy.
It's all good. I'm right here.
I was right here.
Yeah, I'm behind. I was behind him.